Sins of silence, every quiet breath awakens terror. In the small, forgotten town of Hollow Creek, silence was a way of life. The townspeople lived in perpetual quiet, barely speaking above whispers, as though something lurked in the stillness. They had their reasons, a reason rooted in terror. For years there had been whispers of the Watcher, a malevolent presence that thrived in silence, waiting for the quietest moments to strike. Some said it was a curse placed on the town decades ago. Others claimed it was something much older, ancient and hungry. Sarah was new to Hollow Creek. She had inherited her late aunt's house on the edge of town, a sprawling Victorian mansion that had stood empty for years. To Sarah, the quiet town was a reprieve from the noise of the city, a place where she could find peace and perhaps even start anew. But from the moment she arrived, something felt off. The townsfolk avoided her, their eyes always downcast, and their conversations stifled. Whenever she asked about the town's eerie quietness, they would just mutter one thing: "Don't disturb the silence." At first, Sarah brushed it off as small-town superstition. She spent her days cleaning up. One night, Sarah awoke with a start. The air was thick with tension, and the house felt colder than usual. The footsteps were back, but this time they didn't stop outside her door. They were inside the room with her. Frozen in fear, Sarah's eyes darted around the room, but she saw nothing. The only sound was her own shallow breathing and the creak of the floorboards as the invisible presence moved closer. Then a voice, soft but clear. "You disturbed the silence." Sarah bolted from her bed, racing out of the room and down the hallway. But the house seemed different now, the walls closing in, the air suffocating. Every shadow seemed to twist and reach for her, as if the house itself had come alive. She could hear the whispers all around her, growing louder, more insistent. "Silence is sin." In a panic, Sarah stumbled into the library, slamming the door shut behind her. Her heart pounded in her chest as she frantically searched for something, anything, to defend herself. That's when she noticed an old journal lying on the desk, its pages yellowed with age. Flipping through it, she found entries from her aunt describing the town's dark history.